Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports Pro. Broadcast from Charlotte, North Carolina, home of the Hornets. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Right now, the Hornets are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. Now, here is O'Neal. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Shaq pulls it down. Outside, Billups. Towns, wide open. No good on the three. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Okoro up top. Just 5 on the clock. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. That 3 off the mark. Shaq with it. Gasol with the rebound. Giannis outside. And Chauncey Billups gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Outside for Halliburton. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee, and they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl-Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. Will try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Giannis. Off with the layup.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Was shot by Shaq. No good. The Hornets trailed. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Halliburton up top. And stolen by Billups.
Boy, that time he anticipated the kick out and came up with the steal. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Right side, Antetokounmpo. Giannis is double. Outside for Halliburton. Back to Giannis. Rebound, Detroit.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Now here's Billups. Hasn't made one yet. Here's O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
This is how dominant Shaq is inside, just powering it down whenever he sees the opportunity. I mean, he's all about brute force and finishing.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. And JB Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Detroit making a switch.
Into the lineup for Detroit. Number 14, Roraw.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Gasol.
He's so dangerous in the pick and roll. Halliburton beating the defense with that pass right there.
Shaq with the screen. Here's Billups. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Down low. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. That's off as well, so he misses both. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Pass to Shaq.
And Gasol's length really makes an impact on defense, especially when he's contesting shots like this.
That one good for 2.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
O'Neal outside. Back to Phillips. It's up a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Hornets, trailing by 5. Pass to Gasol. And stolen by Phillips. Pass break Detroit. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And yes, a nice assist from Phillips. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for him, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. Pass to Shaq. Back to Smith. To the middle. O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
This is where Shaq does his best work. So dangerous in tight because he's dominant close to the basket.
Now, here is Halliburton. He has 5. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Pistons leading by 8. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Shaq. And here now is Thibault. Nice ball movement by Detroit. O'Neal with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Holmes can't get it to go in. And here's Gasol outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Detroit in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the
Pistons, 17.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they... play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. Here's Middleton following the bucket by the Hornets. And the rejection by Gafford. And Simons, here we go. Good work there as it goes. Simons has got his first points of the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And the basket by McCollum. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Here's Middleton. And the rejection by Gafford. And Simons has it in the corner. Pass to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to talk to his guys. Like the league was going to go smaller, but lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And it's Towns missing. Simons has got the ball here for the Hornets. Trailing by 2. He takes it in. They kick out to Hield. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. So it's the Pistons now. Pass to Holmes. Outside, Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the high post. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Towns has got 5 now.
Nice jumper there from Towns. Boy, he's got a beautiful stroke.
And Simons, here we go. Olynyk has the open look. Off target from outside. Pistons leading by 4. McCollum with the ball. Outguarded by Hield. Rebounded by Gafford. Outside, Simons. To the left side wing. Hield outside. To the inside. Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Towns for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum.
Towns takes a lot of pride in knocking down threes. He's as gifted a shooter as we have at the center position.
Here's Gafford. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Holmes wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Detroit.
They are heating up, percolating here in the second quarter, letting it fly from distance.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams will make substitutions. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Hornets trail by 6. Halliburton right side. Lets it go with a 3. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really affects his entire team.
Boy, I like how Chauncey Billups looks to share the ball. He's a sturdy point guard with a great feel for when his guys are open.
Here's Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
He's over 7 feet tall and well north of 300 lbs. Shaq is a mountain of a man and as unique a big guy as we've had in the league in its history. But I think what makes him so special, he moves extremely well at that size.
Now here's Billups, following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to Towns. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And stolen by Thibault. Billups inside the line. Detroit, no good that time either.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Halliburton. Gasol. And so is Detroit in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 9-point game. Gasol on the wing. Gasol is done. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
Now Billups. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton.
Second personal foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside Billups. Outside, Towns. And a miss there on the triple. Hornets trail by 9. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Now, here's O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
Big game for the big guy so far. Shaq really asserting himself on the offensive end.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. And it's off from three-point range. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest.
Giannis showing creativity.
You know, one of the things you love about Giannis, guys, is his all-around game. I mean, showing it all off there.
Pass to O'Neal. Smith outside. Screen by O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Shaq with the slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And he lays it straight in. He's got 6.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Pass to Shaq. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Shaquille O'Neal is a guy who spends a lot of time at the foul line.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Charlotte shooting their 3rd free throw attempt for the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
It's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Pass to Towns. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Gasol.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Over to the wing. Fires from deep. O'Neal with the rebound. Pistons leading by 6. And Shaq with the slam.
And dependable at running the offense. Billups just understands his teammates depend on him to get them involved.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And here's Halliburton. He's got 9. Pass to Gasol. Shot clock at 5. Here's Okoro. No good on the triple. Outside Billups. Smith outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Hornets trail by 8. Pass to Okoro. Halliburton with it. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Thibault.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
O'Neal with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Back to Towns. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That's his first foul. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Towns. He's got 8.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Shaq. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by O'Neal.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Now, here's Simon. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Quite simply, one of the best three-point shooters in this game. That's Buddy Hield.
Smith outside. Here's Shaq. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Shaq's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Kept alive. Pass to Gafford. Hield with it. Tries again. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Hey, no good.
Timeout.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. For the Pistons. .54 seconds left in the third. Here's McCollum. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Hield can't hit. Pistons leading by 12. Now McCollum, 5 points in the game. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Detroit.
48.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And the Pistons with possession here. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pass to Middleton. Back Back to McCollum. Clock at 6. Middleton outside. That shot, no good.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Simons from outside. And the free ball is good. Simons has got it back down to single digits for Charlotte. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Middleton outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on a Lennox.
Nice bit of trickery there from Chris Middleton. He knows exactly how to effectively use that shot fake.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Middleton hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. The Pistons making a change here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, during the break, listening in with Charles Lee and his team. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, you guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas. We'll see if that fire gets lit, guys.
Thank you, David. Smith for three. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Pistons lead by 14.
Such a reflexive shooter. Smith rarely needs any time to get set up and fire.
Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam. Pistons leading by 12. Screen by O'Neal. Phillips attacking. Towns down low. A kick out to O'Neal. From past the arc. And it's Towns missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Halliburton with it. Now Smith defending. Halliburton outside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The decision-making about Antetokounmpo is really brilliant in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screen, and he knows when to give it up.
Outside, Towns. O'Neal on the wing. Shaq with the screen. Inside. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Pass to Gasol. Back to Halliburton. Now here's Gasol. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Detroit leading by 10. And here is Phillips. Smith outside. Outside, Towns. Detroit, no good that time either.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now, here is O'Neal. Trying to end the drought. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And Halliburton's got the ball here for Charlotte. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Gasol. Giannis with it. And Giannis throws it down hard.
And when the Greek freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
You've also got to commend them for how they've attacked the basket. They've been aggressive. They've not settled and have consistently gone at the rim.
Pass to Towns. And then jammed down as he goes right over Pau Gasol.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
They get a hand on it. Phillips with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. And Trey Murphy gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Here's Towns. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Pau Gasol.
Good show of power that time by Towns, putting his shot up despite the foul.
And Clark, the debate around Karl Anthony Towns. Is he the greatest shooting big of all time?
Well, look, if you just want to go numbers, it's an emphatic yes. No 7-footer has ever shot it like Cat. Around 40% from 3 over his career. It's not just a 1 or 2 season deal. That's a multi-year career. So I say yes.
Halliburton outside. And finished off by Halliburton.
High energy throwdown that time by Halliburton. Not wasting any time or motion.
And stolen by Thibault.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Pistons.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shaquille O'Neal.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
And the wide-open shot from Billups. Again, the miss by the Pistons. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Outside for Gasol. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Detroit with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Teams in the penalty.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
2 shots.
And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 13-5 run. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
And the rejection by Smith. And so it's Detroit with the W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.